Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you are great. I hope you had nice week and I'm back again with another video this time. And this time I want to talk about your childhood, my childhood, everybody's childhood. And I want to know how was your childhood. So when I'm asking this question, I'm asking you to think back and think about your childhood. And it's the same question for me. I'm also thinking with you. Okay. So, some of the moments from the childhood, whenever you look back, they bring a lot of smiles to you, whatever memories of your, you know, beautiful days that you spent as a child. And sometimes, when you think further, there are some also sad memories. There are also some angry memories. You all of a sudden remember them and then you're angry at it and your all days a bit ruined. Sometimes you even have dreams about your childhood, happy days, unhappy days. So, all your life, basically, as an adult, revolves around your childhood, what kind of childhood you had. So, if you had a happy childhood, if you had a sad childhood, if you had a traumatic childhood, or the experience in your life which were not happy or healthy, it becomes a part of your personality. It reflects in your life, everyday life as an adult. So if you observe the people around you or the backgrounds they're coming from or the kind of childhood they had, you can link it very well to their behaviors, to their personalities. It is so self-explanatory. The kind of childhood and the immediate adulthood that results with it. Um, let's take an example. For example, if you have a very financially struggling childhood, you have struggled a lot, there was a lot of struggle, you were really struggling to make both ends meet, your parents also. It's a stress, it's a big stress apart from everything happy that you had, and then if you were struggling to make things and meet, so your overall life goal becomes to remove that particular problem of financial struggle, and and your whole focus is on it, to make your situation better. And I've observed in so many cases, it's and that's I would say a normal behavior or normal motto of everyone. We are trying to make our life better financially, economically, emotionally. And if one of the aspect of our life is a bit lagging or needs to be improved, our all the focus it's automatically shifting on that particular thing, which is understandable. And it's okay. The financial struggle is not a big deal if everything else is okay in the life, because money comes and goes. You are still able to pull things together and you are here today. Me and you both, we are here today. And but there are other things like the childhood trauma, the anxiety, the fear, or molestations, different kind of problem that some kids face in their life, all their adulthood, or even their midlife is gone reflecting and thinking about it. Some are never able to come out of it. So childhood is that important foundation years of your life. People, they don't think as it very important that okay, he will just or she will just forget about it, all those days. But somehow your subconscious is built on your childhood memories, the experiences that you're gathering, your immediate instant reactions, they're all based on the experiences that you have as a child. For another example, if we take, like, if you find a very angry person or a very irritable person, for sure there's something bad or wrong happening in his life right now, or has happened in his childhood, and he's carrying that baggage still. And what kind of some people, they're so bitter and or they're so rude, or they are not really trusting to people. Why is it so? Why there is so much complexity or problems in adult behaviors? It's all because what has happened in the childhood, what kind of parents they had, what kind of life they had with those parents, if they were really, strict with them, or if they were loving them enough or not, or there is a lifelong yearning, for the parents' approval, or if the parents' appreciation, if you are appreciating your child enough or not, if you are really recognizing his efforts or not. Some people, they just struggle or yearn all their life just because the parent never appreciate their efforts or whatever they do in their life. I mean, the whole world will accept them, will appreciate them, but some parents, they never like what their child do, or they want them, or they force them to do something that they want, not what their child wants. But that can be a topic also for some other time. But right now it's a basic topic of childhood, and let's talk around it. And what else? We can have some other examples. For example, the kids who come from the war-torn area. I don't know if you have seen in India, but living in Belgium, there are a lot of kids who are coming from Syria. There are a lot of kids who are coming from Palestine. And when they are integrating into the system, if the system is kind enough, are the people around them, they're kind enough to accept, to understand what they have gone through, what their life experiences are, and to make their life better in terms of everything, to make their experiences better, to compensate for all the negativity that they have seen in their lives. So I'm coming back to my topic of childhood again. And why I made this video is, whenever you are around a child, as a parent, as a teacher, and you are in that moment, to lose your anger on that child or children, just think of one thing, that what kind of childhood memory you want to give that child or your students. They're still children. So just keep that thought in your mind always, and I hope you will be able to control and go through that moment, because it's in that moment, that anger. It's and once you are past that moment, it's okay. I mean, the storm has passed already. One small example, like for today, my son is almost 2 years old, and then he likes to move one of the vases we have at home, and he pushes it. He do it on purpose to irritate us, to grab our attention, but he goes and he pushes it. And then my husband was in that moment of, he was really controlling himself, but he was angry. And Amjad, he noticed it, my little A, and he ran to me and he hid behind me. So I picked him up. I told him that, look, what you did was wrong, and you were upsetting daddy, and you were making him angry, and you have to say sorry to him. And then he said sorry to him. He hugged him, he kissed him. My husband was calm by that time, and I think we learned a lesson through it, that whenever we are angry or upset, or in that moment to lose, we always have to take a second and think that what kind of childhood we are going to give our child, what kind of memory we are going to build in his subconscious. And this is my message to everyone, that please hold on your horses, don't lose anger, whichever moment we are. I mean, it happens that you will lose, it will take some time to learn it, but you will gradually learn over it. And yeah, it's for our children, it's for their future. I mean, the kind of memories they will have, the happy ones. And it's also, you are building up their reference point, that when they will look back and they will realize with their own children that how your parents dealt with that situation. So you are saving 2 generations. You are saving your own child's memory, you are saving their child's memory, and you will be, you know, how do I say, I have no word in English for it. It's like a Sadqa Jariya, and you know, you will get benefit or rewards for it, as we say in the religious terms. Is another thing. For example, you should always talk to your child. So when I had Amjad, my friends always told me that you have to talk to him. You have, whenever you are carrying him, wherever you are taking him, you have to explain him everything. And you will think, what this small child will understand. He might not even understand what I'm saying, but that's not true. They are taking in, they're like a sponge, absorbing everything until there is a moment when they start speaking and it's coming out. For example, few days back, my son, he said darwaza, you know, in his own small cute language, and I was like, I never told him this word. I always say door to him. So from where he learned this word. And I remember that we went to India, he stayed with me there for a few months, and then there my parents and everyone was using this term. And even after coming back from India 6 months later, it was still in his memory, and he used it. He used it for the door, and he said darwaza. And you see, it's so amazing what these little, you know, small minds are storing and keeping, and it's just magical. And you have to realize this thing as a teacher, or as a parent, or as a society, if you have nieces and nephews or kids around you, to just be, you know, polite to them, nice to them, to just help them build happy memories and be a part of their happy childhood. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.